And Teddy eats.
Welcome to Hiro and Teru Eats! Yay! In this video, we wanted to share our tips and tricks for doing Universal Studios Japan, and specifically Nintendo World. We went earlier this year, and obviously there's a lot of tips and tricks online that you can check out. This will be speaking from our experience and from what we learned from our friends that went previously. Are you ready?
Yes!
Yeah, you're ready. Okay. Tip number 1.
Where to buy tickets?
You can buy tickets online, obviously, either through the official Universal Studios Japan app or website, or a third-party company called Klook. Klook has blog posts that has a lot of good details on how to do USJ right as well, so make sure you check them out. We went on like a rainy weekday, and it was still pretty busy. The weekends you will most likely get a lot of locals, but on the weekday you'll see a lot of tourists from all over the world, since it's the only Nintendo World in the world. Pricing differs slightly depending on the days of the week, so make sure you pick the right dates when you go.
Do we recommend the Fast Pass?
The Fast Pass. So we didn't get one, mainly because they were already sold out for about 3 months, and also because they're quite expensive. So if you decide to get one, make sure you do your research on which attractions you want to do. Pick out a route of where you want to go in the park, because they're quite spread out and it's a large park. You can get around more efficiently and use your day more wisely. Our main goal this time was to check out the Nintendo World, and we didn't have the Fast Pass or for like the attractions inside as well, so we needed to get to the park early, which brings us to our next point.
Opening time.
Opening times for the park. So we struggled with this one a little bit. So we planned to be at the gates at least an hour early for the official park opening time, which said it was at 10 a.m. So we got there around 8:50 a.m. We put our bags and stuff in the lockers, which there are a few places where you can do that around the park. And when we got there, we noticed that there was already a big line to the gate into the park. Then 9 a.m. hit and the park opened at 9 a.m. even though it said that the park was supposed to open at 10. And apparently they open the park sometimes early, depending on, we don't really know why or what, but if you want to make sure you get your spots, get there early. And also because the lockers fill up as well.
Getting into Nintendo World.
Alright, so once we got into the park, we literally ran to the far end where Nintendo World is located. Park staff will tell you to slow down and to not run, and don't worry, you know, you're gonna get to your parks on time, don't worry about it, it's unsafe. But ignore them. Why? Because they have a cap on how many people can enter the Nintendo World at one time. And if you can't get there in time, it becomes a lottery system where you have to sign up and take a chance on if you even get in or not. We weren't willing to take that chance, since that was pretty much the only reason why we went to USJ in the first place. Yeah, make sure you beeline for the park once you get in there.
Preparing for Nintendo World.
So you may have heard of the Nintendo Power Band bracelets. Definitely get one. And get one secondhand if possible. You can find them on like eBay and other secondhand sites. Tons of different secret things to unlock in the park using the power bands. And they connect to the app, and so you can unlock other areas in the park and stuff like that by accumulating stamps and coins that you can do, like you could punch like the blocks and stuff, and it's pretty cool. I mean, you can buy one of the bands new, and you could buy it at the park, but it's likely going to be more expensive. Plus it won't have any of the accumulated coins and stamps and unlock things that you could do. So that's why we recommend buying one used, because somebody will have used it, which is accumulated things which you can use to unlock other areas in the park. However, when you buy them used, you obviously don't know how much data is on them. Still, it won't be zero. And also, I mean, if you buy the bands brand new or used, you can obviously keep them as a souvenir, as they're kind of cool and they're kind of cute. Or you could resell them like we did.
The best attraction?
The best attraction in Nintendo World, this is my opinion, but I would probably say it's the Mario Kart ride at Bowser or Koopa Castle. You get VR headsets while shooting down enemies in an actual Mario Kart, like spins around and stuff. You work as a team of 4 and collect points and coins and things like that. It's pretty cool. And even the walk through the actual castle is cool. Really immerses you into the environment. So when we got into the park, we immediately head to this attraction. And then as we were entering, they opened up a second lane, which is probably for the fast pass. We weren't really sure. And we passed about 100 people on the way, which cut our wait time by 30 minutes. And so when you get there to Bowser's Castle, make sure you look for the right lanes that you can use to line up, because there's several of them where you can just pass through a bunch of people. Maybe we were just lucky and we were there at the right time. But make sure, be observant, and make sure you pick the right lane to get in there. Food. So we ate at Toad's restaurant, or Kinopio Cafe, and like most restaurants inside theme parks, they are extremely overpriced and not very good. However, the food here is actually okay. It was still overpriced, but it was actually okay. And the wait times were quite decent. We ate around lunchtime and still we got in quite smoothly. That's because the place inside is huge. It's like a huge dining hall. It fits tons of people, so the turnaround's quite quick. However, you know, I mean, will never hurt to get in around 11 or 11:30 if you do want to eat more and be more conscious of your time management when you're there. The inside also is very, very cool. It gets you really immersed into the Nintendo world, so definitely check it out.
All in all?
All in all, just lose yourself inside Nintendo World, you know, and just let all your childhood Nintendo, Mario dreams come true, I guess. I mean, they make things very lifelike, and it's really, really cool, the design and the things you can do and things like that. Totally worth it, I think. However, you know, I mean, if you go with a family, if you have a family of 4, family of 5, it can get quite expensive. We did it probably the cheapest way possible. However, yeah, I mean, if you are coming from overseas, especially, the Japanese yen is very weak right now. You probably have an advantage in that sense, but yeah, definitely worth a visit if it's a once in a lifetime thing. I don't know if we'd go again. Probably not. But I'm glad we went once. Thank you for watching this video. We'll have more content coming up shortly, hopefully, and make sure to like and subscribe. またね。
また見てね。